Why do you always get fast food commercials? Food is good. I don't know what fast food commercial though you get. It's always the Sonic ad. Their burgers are good. I love these Tingle spin-off games. Can you imagine if Tingle got a spin-off game? If he had what is it, like a WarioWare type? Wait, he did? What is it? Not this game. Three Tingle spin-off and two of them are Japanese exclusive. Why would they deprive us of this? Well, that's only Europe and Japan. Alright, let's start Tangle Tower. That's pretty. The beginning. Look at the little birdies.
You ready, Sally?
Grimoire, I've been standing here for 7.5 minutes.
What a name, Grimoire.
Just checking.
You have the map?
Yeah, but it's basically blank. Did you read the case file? What do you think?
I'm not sure yet. It's really not a lot to go on. Did you read it?
Yeah, I'll read it on the way to the crime scene.
Ooh. Why he named book? I don't know, ask his parents. Murder victim Freya Fellow, 19, died whilst painting a portrait of Flora Fellow, 58. Location Flora's tower. Flora was present as she was posing for a portrait. Freya Fellow was found lying on her back with a single stab wound on her chest. No weapon was found at the scene, but the subject of Freya's unfinished painting is holding a knife. The red color on the tip of the knife is not paint, it was discovered to be blood. The painting killed her. I solved it. Oh, here's the tower. Small painting on scrap paper, a few minutes written on the back. Nowadays it goes by Tangle Tower, but it's actually a pair of towers connected by a mansion at the base. Surrounded by a circular lake, waters and an unusual mix of colors. The lake is enclosed by sheer pale cliffs. They're too steep and smooth to climb. Tangle Tower is currently home to both the Fellow family and the Pointer family. Painting killed my grandma. Yeah. Freshly picked Tingle's Rosy Roofie Land. Wow.
It's a bird bath.
Yes.
Is that just rainwater? Looks a little weird.
The birds seem to like it.
They're even singing a little tune.
Do I need to memorize that?
Toot, 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 toot.
Please don't do that.
Am I Grimoire? Oh, this map is huge. Oh wait, I need to move. I was just looking around.
It's just an archway, but it seems a little ominous. Like walking through it might give you bad luck.
Too late.
Right, let's go. At the garden.
It's a stone carving. Wonder how it got cracked.
I think it's supposed to look like that. It's an egg.
That Tingle isn't the first one, but the name of the chosen one is named Tingle. Like Link, is it just... The chosen being.
And it's full of the same weird water that was in the lake.
Any fish in there?
Not a single one. Although there is something in there.
It's a cassette tape.
What?
Or it used to be.
Image tape. That tape is contained by water. The ink on the label is blurred and illegible. Illegible. However you say that. Yeah, I guess I can't see anything else. Should I have been clicking everywhere?
Spooky. What do you think it's for?
I think it's to scare away detectives.
Is it working?
No.
His face!
It's a statue of some hideous, scaly, bipedal fish monster
Playing a harp.
playing a harp. Hang on a second.
I'll look closer. What?
This isn't just a regular statue, is it?
Something tells me we're not gonna solve this just yet.
Yeah, I don't know how to do this yet.
Let's come back later. It must do something.
You'd hope so, wouldn't you?
Old weathered statue of an amphibious creature holding a large harp. Symbols are engraved on each of the harp's 4 column segment. Oh, okay, here's all our clues.
What animal is that?
Hawk. Bear. Lizard.
Right, of course. A hawk bear lizard.
Okay, I guess we can just keep moving. Main entrance. It says Tangle Tower.
Oh.
What?
Oh. There's an O on the floor.
More sexual themes than most Nintendo published games. What sexual themes does Tangle emit? Hold on. I need to
Oh
know.
yeah. Tangle Tour.
Twir.
See, they said it too.
Do you think he'll start to move if we try to go inside?
No, I think he'll just silently judge us. Should we ring the doorbell?
Why would we not?
But that's a tune.
It's a little melody.
Ah, there's a heart engraved in the tree. I didn't know people actually did that.
PPFF.
It's the children of these two families. They're in love. I don't know why they wouldn't be together. They're living like in the same area. Oh, there's 2 places. The Grand Hall. Oh, they literally live in the same house. Wait, are they related?
What is that?
I think it's a family tree.
Look closer. Wait. Here's the fellows. Fiona Fellow. Right, Fiona. This is the girl that got killed. So she's the daughter of Felix, Fellow, and Remy. EPFF. There's a lot of PPs in here. Here's Buck, the random one, and Selena. Why are they? Are these just like outsiders, I guess? The shape of the names. The largely sexual thing in the game is a character called Pinkle who has a risque pink tingle crossing fish. Yeah, I was about to say the fairies wear nothing but leaves. I guess it's fine. This.
It's a big glass tube filled with water.
There are weeds in there. And sand.
It's an aquarium?
Could be. Except there's nothing living in it. Anymore.
Holy heck. Let's go up here. Flora's Tower. I'm telling you, it's the painting. The painting did it.
Let's take a look at that painting first.
Oh, okay. A lot of peefies in here.
There
You know
it
what I
is.
mean.
The unfinished portrait of Flora Fellow.
So, what? Freya was killed halfway through painting it.
Looks that way.
Freya wasn't able to finish the painting as she died sometime during the process. Flora appears to be wielding a knife. The red substance on the tip was discovered to be blood.
I
What?
wonder if all of Freya's paintings are this creepy. Maybe it's just because she never got to finish it.
There's something wrong with the crime scene. And something really weird about the murder weapon.
We didn't find a murder weapon.
Yeah, we didn't. Also, this animation looks great. Oh. Okay. Hold on. Let's see. There's something very strange about how Freya was killed. Blood. Flora's portrait is holding a knife tipped with blood. Does Freya put it there?
Flora's portrait is holding a knife tipped with blood because Freya put it there. Almost. Maybe just change one thing.
But I don't know what's wrong though. Because it stabbed Freya? The painting did not kill her. Let's see what others was hidden inside used to kill. Completely covered in used not. The Snapchat camera sucks. You think with like how new our phones are now, it would upgrade a bit. Pinkle a big boova. 2006. No, people are just the loudest people are like, you know. Apologize for derailing the convo. No, you're good. I'm trying to figure this out. The portrait is still there. Can I go back and look at the scene?
Flora's portrait is holding a knife tipped with blood because it stabbed Freya.
What?
Weird, huh?
He's literally
You think
saying the
Freya
painting
was
stabbed.
by a painting. Not by the woman from the painting, but by the painting itself.
Mm-hmm. Freya was standing right up by the canvas when she was killed. There's blood on the knife. It's the murder weapon.
Right, but it's not actually a knife. It can't stab.
See any other knives around here? Case closed.
The case is not closed. And even if you were right, where does that leave us? A painting can't be a murder suspect.
Yeah, the animation is very cute. What? An unfinished painting. Oh, is that just like the prologue or something? Oh, okay. Now I can look at things now?
Is that an egg? An egg with bird feet.
It's also covered in gemstones.
Facebook Ray-Ban camera glasses? You mean like the Google Glass that never took off?
What a completely ordinary object.
Look closer.
I think
Oh.
it's a container for something.
Those gems look like they come off.
Swatch position the gems, rotate the egg to see a clue on the back. Wait. Here's the clue, but how does that... I'm gonna take a picture of this. Google Glass came out, no one used it because they just walked into stuff. Did they really just walk into stuff? That's so funny. Long ones, both. And then... Isn't this alright? I took a picture and I noted the... Oops.
It's some kind of clue about where to put the gemstones.
Or the lines. A lot of people are very uncomfortable with the idea of having camera glasses. The fact that they're powered by Facebook. Ugh, I know. Let me look at this thing again. All looks right to me. Am I...
I'll do this later.
Weird. Thought I did it right.
Is that a gramophone?
I think so. Except it's got a tape deck instead of a turntable.
It's also got a big crack down the middle.
Plays cassette tapes instead of vinyl records is pointed towards the middle of the room. There's a noticeable crack running through it all the way from the horn down through the tape deck. Well, if it was fixed, we could put tape.
What about the cassette tape?
Yeah, it sure is. Pink.
To Freya. That tape has a crack down the middle. There's a handwritten message on the label. To Freya.
Do you think it still works?
The gramophone? Yeah, we could give it a go.
Let me do it later.
There it is. The unfinished portrait of Flora Fellow.
So, what? Freya was killed halfway through painting it?
From gramophone. No, coach. You're lying. Fridges having mics and cameras. Fridges having with the like a touch screen or whatever.
Looks that way.
Weird. Oh, I already looked at this.
The outline of Freya Fellow. Looks like she fell onto her back. There's a single patch of blood, right in the middle. No real signs of a struggle.
That's weird.
What?
Her feet were right up by the canvas.
So?
So she was probably standing really close to the canvas when she fell.
Let's check the case file again.
Lying on her back, single stab on her chest. And maybe the painting did stab her. It's a pretty insane lie. People go on the internet and tell lies? Yes.
Supposedly, Freya was working on the painting when she was killed. Looks like she was still holding her paintbrush and palette when she fell.
Didn't even get a chance to clean her brush.
Palette has a variety of paints loaded into it. The largest is a blob of black in the middle. That's black? It looks green. Paintbrush is still covered with dried red paint.
Freya's painting supplies.
Small glass pots of red, yellow, blue, black, and white paint. The glass pots are all cracked down one side. You think something was like super loud enough that it could crack most everything here? I guess you can talk to her. Ooh, look at her.
Flora Fellow?
Hey, sorry to barge in. I'm sure you're still in some distress.
We need to ask you a few questions, I'm afraid.
Did you witness the murder, Flora?
Nothing. What do we do?
Not sure. She's entitled to her silence, I suppose.
For now.
Yeah, Flora's just like, step on me. You like Chad Muse medicated versus insulin. More ready to deal with a smart glasses convo. Wait, so are you fully medicated now? Did you get it all sorted out, Rockley? Tell me about yourself.
Is there anything you'd like to tell us, Flora? I don't really know anything about you at all.
I think that's the way she likes it. We'll just have to ask other people about her.
Yeah, okay.
What about yesterday?
Freya was painting your portrait yesterday. Is that right?
Was this something you had planned with her ahead of time?
Was there something special about yesterday?
Did you talk to Freya at all while she was painting you?
She's not going to answer us, is she?
Nope. But at least we can say we tried.
Statement?
Flora, you were definitely in the room at the time of the murder. Surely you must have seen something? Can you tell me anything about what happened to Freya?
Got her hair.
She's acting pretty suspicious if you ask me.
I don't know. Maybe she really doesn't know anything.
How is that possible?
I'm proposing.
Is that an egg? An
It's
egg.
puzzle
Sort of
thing.
completely ordinary.
How come I can't get it? Here's the clue. And I thought I said every. Oh, I think it reset. Hello. See how you solve it? But wasn't I doing it right? Red, okay. Wait a minute. that's right. Your dog ate your hair clip? The pretty one that you bought? Purple... Purple? Purple, blue. Green, blue. The sparkly vat. Oh no! Oh. That's purple fur. Wait. I'm looking at this weird. Hold on. Let me bring up the picture I... Yeah, this one would be... Oh, I did a different purple. There's a light purple and a dark purple. Pink and purple. Oh, I guess. I guess it is pink. Oh, there's a hint on the back. I'm trying to look it. I took a picture of it. I'm trying to refer to it as I'm doing it. Well, yeah. Wouldn't this be right? This configuration? Unless I'm... Here's the hint. You send picture through text? Yeah, I'll send it. Yeah, this should all be right. Yes? Wait a minute. Okay, wait, yeah, that's right. Oh, I'm second guessing myself. rotate the gems. I want to use a hint. Is this a hint? Or is it, like, finished? I'm gonna click it.
I got it.
I'm impressed.
Oh my god, I forgot to click the button!
Did it unlock? What's in there?
Nothing.
Nothing?
Well, I'm not leaving without a clue. An empty egg is a clue, right?
Once unlocked, the egg can be opened. It's currently empty. The lining of the egg is a soft velvet-like material. The egg is supported by a stand made of brass. It rests on 3 strange feet with pointed claws. That's just bird feet. I know, I pulled a silly. I don't think there's anything else in this room. Let's go here. Oh, look how cute this workshop is.
Puffer fish?
Yes. It's also a lamp, for some reason.
That's very cute.
A little hand-painted statue.
How can you tell it's hand-painted?
Well, the paints are right there on the desk. Also, I mean, no offense, but you can just tell.
Wooden carving of a man holding a sword. The model has been hand-painted, but the paint is not skillfully applied. He's just roasting this person's painting for shit. Never gonna top that gramophone shit. It's okay. You're still young. Yellow, blue, black, and white paints were found nearby.
Nice. A real treasure chest.
How do you know there's treasure in there?
Why else would it be locked? Plus, there's a treasure map hanging directly above it.
Look closer.
What's the deal with that painting on the front?
Not sure. We should check that treasure map too.
I think I have to figure out where this is on the map. I'm gonna take another picture. What? Okay, looks like the X is facing out where it sees these things. It looks like it could be this. The tree is super far away. So... those are interesting games from the PlayStation or PS5 exclusives. I know. I also took a nap through the whole thing. I meant to watch it. Wouldn't it be this? For I4. Then what's the... oh, these are north, south, east. Okay. What does that mean? Am I the boat or something? Let me try north, I4.
Nothing.
Did you check the treasure map for clues? And what about that painting on the chest itself?
Uh-oh, I didn't read this right. Oh, there's another ship. Well, why would I do north, south, east, west? You make fun of me for wearing glasses. Why are you getting emails like that early?
I'll come come back later.
Sure how to get this. Let's talk to this man.
Sir? Can you hear me? I'm Private Detective Grimoire. I have some questions for you.
Grimoire. Good mysterious name. I rather like it. Felix Fellow at your beck and call.
And, this is my colleague, Sally.
Yeah, that's a perfectly good name as well.
Thanks.
If you would, Mr. Fellow, we really need to ask you about the murder.
Well, I must say I'm rather jealous of you two.
Oh yeah? Why's that?
Out here solving mysteries, exploring new places, uncovering secret rooms, hidden treasures. That's what life is all about.
Secret rooms?
Generally speaking, you know, that sort of thing.
Oh, so there's secret rooms here, huh? Tell me about yourself.
So, Felix, what exactly do you, do?
Is it not obvious? I'm an explorer. Explorer / treasure hunter. Yes, well, best in the world.
We're talking like curse statues, spike pits.
It's a little more sophisticated than that. But I've certainly seen my share of danger, if that's what you're asking.
And,
He played D&D.
if I may ask, when did you retire?
You listen here. I may be between ventures right now, but it's simply not in my nature to stay in one place for too long. I go wherever the winds of destiny take me.
Don't you live here with your wife and daughter?
Yes, well, the Fellow family has certain loyalties, and with Flora the way she is...
Nothing wrong with raising a family, Mr. Fellow.
Don't misunderstand me. Fiona and Flora are my entire world. They are the greatest treasure of all.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
Why on earth would you want to know about that?
The murder of Freya Fellow. The reason we're here?
Ah, right. Nasty business. Very unfortunate. I regret that I can't be of any help, but I wish you all the best in your investigation.
Hear that, Grimoire? We're done here. Let's go.
It's a simple question, Felix. I'm sure you're up to it.
Well, there's not much to tell. Mostly, I was in my room by myself, working on Flora's, working on a project.
Your room is quite close to Flora's tower. You didn't hear anything unusual?
What qualifies as unusual?
What have you got?
Hiding something. Sally stole my heart. She is very cute.
It was dusk. A feeling lingered in the air. Malevolent, perhaps. Uncertain, as life itself.
Abridged version, please.
Right, fine. I heard someone heading down the stairs, just outside my room. The footsteps were calm, orderly, so I thought nothing of it. Shortly afterward, I heard a second set of footsteps, going the same way. This time I could tell just from the sound that something was wrong. So I looked out into the hallway. I got a glimpse of Poppy disappearing down the staircase to the floor below. Didn't know what to make of it, to be honest. I thought perhaps she'd had a disagreement with Fitz, as I know those two are close. So I looked into his room, just in case, but it was empty, as was the garden beyond his window. Back in the hallway, I bumped into a very concerned-looking Penelope. She was heading up Fellow Tower to find Professor Pointer, so I escorted her. We went into Flora's room.
God, look at her.
Poor Freya was laying on the floor. Fiona, Poppy, Fitz, and Pointer were there already. Flora, too, of course. Soon enough, everyone else made their excuses and left.
Including you?
Not I. I stayed. Flora needed me.
Y'all just sit around a dead body for a bit? Penelope looks cute. Also looks super cute, true. Vanilla milkshake. Ooh, that sounds good right now. I wonder why we can't go here. Freya's root. That looks ominous.
That painting is really something.
Why would you want it looming over your bed like that?
Maybe Freya enjoyed the atmosphere it creates.
The atmosphere of chaos and oppression?
Yeah, it looks,
Hang
voice.
on. There's a smaller version down by the floor.
It's a photograph.
Go find Poppy so I can look respectfully. I'll try. Small photograph of Freya's abstract painting. A piece of adhesive tape is stuck on it. Lines have been drawn with black ink around the edges. Huh. Yeah.
It's a little glass box.
I think it's a vivarium.
Come again?
See the leaves and twigs in there? Might have been for keeping insects.
What's that noise?
Not the kind of lamp I choose for my bedroom, but fair enough.
It's cool. Looks like old mining equipment or something. Freya's bear.
Her bear.
Looks pretty depressed.
He's had a rough couple of days.
I think the lamp is making that weird, like, buzz noise. I don't like that.
It's a little wooden box for paintbrushes.
To the casual observer, maybe.
Uh-oh.
They're not real paintbrushes. Looks like they're part of some kind of lock mechanism.
Swap the brushes in the correct order, arrange the paper to find a clue. Okay. But I don't know if, I can't rotate these. I think what I have here is this. Here you go. What does that do? Huh. Okay. Okay, I think the sticks mean the body of the brushes, and then these blobs mean the paint, and then these mean the shape of the brush head. From shortest to tallest. So here, the third one should be body pink, and then this shape.
There we go.
Perfect. What was in the box?
Just a photograph. Well, most of a photograph.
Oh. Photograph of two young girls, one with red hair and the other with green hair. That's green? It looks blonde. Photo has a large piece missing. It seems to have been ripped off.
Drawings, taped up on the wall.
What's that one on the left?
Looks like two people standing together in a garden. One of them's holding a red rose.
Drawing of a man standing with a woman in a garden. He's holding a red rose. Drawing of a young woman. Drawing of a person wearing a cloak. Look at this cute beefy.
A pillow with a paw print pattern.
It's a cushion.
Yeah, but that doesn't alliterate.
Is there nothing else?
It's a fish, I think?
I think it looks more like a whale.
Fine, it's a whale.
Could also be a shark.
Library.
It's an illustrated book about birds.
It's been left open. Looks like somebody was halfway through reading it.
Or it was left open for us to find.
Ever so slightly unnerving.
The inkdip is a remarkably intelligent bird with a very long lifespan even among avian mystids. Other birds are often aggressive towards it, and the inkdip lives most of its life alone. Regular feeding habits and usually only eats the seeds of the Tantum amica. This looks like a peacock.
What's in those bottles?
I'm not sure. Soil samples?
Is that a snow globe?
Of sorts.
Ooh.
Hey, look at that. It's a model of Tangle Tower. There's the lake and those weird mountains. What are you thinking?
That would make an amazing souvenir.
Guess nothing else about it. We'll talk to this girlie.
Curious. I would expect bacteria of that nature to thrive in these conditions.
Excuse me.
Taking all the environmental factors into account, there must be something I'm still missing.
Her eyes are on the
May
side
I
of her
talk
head.
to you? Miss?
She knows we're here. She just doesn't care.
I am a detective, and I need to talk.
Correction. You do not need to talk to me.
Oh no? How come?
Needed more eggs. Be like more spices. You could put some more spices on there, like your own plate or something.
Because I am not a suspect. I am completely innocent of any and all crimes.
Thanks for letting me know.
Sounds sus.
Speaking of which, you have now been at Tangle Tower for over 23 minutes. Surely you have already reached a sturdy hypothesis.
A hypothesis? About the murder?
Yeah, come on, Grimoire, hurry up.
My apologies. Unfortunately, protocol dictates I must at least meet all the suspects. And that includes you. So, could you tell me your name?
I mean, he did say the
Phoebe Fellow,
painting.
microbiologist, inventor, innovator.
He did say that painting did it, so.
You will need to be more specific. Oneself cannot be summarized in a single response without doing one a great disservice.
So true.
Well, first of all, you're a fellow. So does that make you the daughter of...
Correct. My father and mother are named Flora and Felix, but you need not question either of them. It will only waste valuable time. Neither of them are capable of murder.
Thanks for the
Why do you say
tip.
that?
Fifi, you said you were a micro... something or other?
Microbiologist, but it is an insignificant label. My studies cannot be categorized in any one recognized field.
What made you want to become a scientist in the first place?
I harbor an intrinsic fascination with the microscopic. I constructed my first one at age 10.
Constructed a microscope?
Correct.
And what's that thing on your head? Did you make that too?
My eyesight began to deteriorate when I turned 12. Not satisfied with the eyeglasses prescribed to me, I designed this custom lens instead. It automatically adjusts based on the surrounding light conditions.
Does it glow red when you get angry?
No, but that would be most amusing.
I like glasses like those. Put some ketchup. Ooh, that
What
sounds
can you
good.
tell me about the murder?
What can you tell me about...
What?
Wait, that's what I'm supposed to ask you.
Yes, however, you were too slow.
You fancy yourself a detective too, Fifi?
I just need to know what happened.
Me too. So talk.
Fine. I knew ahead of time that Freya was going to be busy with her painting all day, so I had planned to spend the afternoon with Poppy. I was in the library all morning preparing the equipment for an experiment, only to find out that Poppy had made other plans and she was in fact planning to ignore me completely.
Oh.
So what did you do instead?
I locked myself in my room and cried.
Oh, I'm sorry to
Aw.
hear that.
Why?
I don't know, it just sounds kind of sad.
It is not unusual.
Oh. Good.
That sounds sadder. Okay, statement.
I was in my room. The lights were off and the door was locked. Someone began banging on the door. I ignored it until the someone began shouting at me. I opened the door. Poppy came into my room. Her makeup was leaking. She told me Freya was dead. I did not believe it. I thought she was playing a trick on me, so I punched her in the face. She insisted that we go up to Flora's tower. We left the room, and Poppy's father was waiting outside. He followed us upstairs. When I saw Freya lying on the floor, I was completely and utterly devastated. Then, I took a sample of the red paint on the unfinished painting. Poppy and I took the sample back downstairs to the library. We performed a test and found out that it was, in fact, blood.
You performed that scientific test immediately, even though you were feeling so upset?
Of course. Why would one affect the other?
Well, that's fair. I don't know if I'd punch her. I would go up and see for myself.
Fifi's bedroom should be unlocked now.
Can't wait.
Later. I want to make sure I click everything.
Sure. Why not build a science lab in the corner of the library?
The search for new knowledge. The archiving of old knowledge. It's downright poetic.
Books about birds.
The shelves are about half empty.
Oh, so you're a the shelves are half empty kind of person.
You knew this already.
Books about nature? Books about ancient history, I think?
These books are ancient history. I think they'd crumble into dust if I tried to pick them up.
Good excuse.
Thanks.
It looks like it's like toppling over.
Books about geography.
Skip. Books about insects.
Well, theoretically. There's not a single book on that shelf.
Huh.
It's empty.
A book on the floor. Fundamental entomology.
I guess somebody dropped it.
I'm good.
Books about space.
They're relatively untouched.
110.3 for a Master Sword replica? No. Find someone who has a 3D printer and get it for way cheaper.
A chalkboard.
Is this a library or a classroom?
What? I can't read this. It's too much math. Looks like it'll be useful later, though.
I'm not sure I learned anything from that.
Alright, let's go. Fiberglass replica of the Master. Fiberglass? Intriguing. Her mattress is on the floor. My goodness.
I don't know what that drink is, but I bet it's 99% sugar.
I'd read you the ingredients, but there's nothing written on the can.
That's even worse.
What's that big book on the desk?
Looks like something Fifi's been writing.
Is it a clue?
I hope not. It's just a bunch of notes about her microbiology experiments.
It looks like a microscope. A big one.
Can I touch it? I'm not sure this is a microscope.
Horizontally slide the forward magnifying lenses to the correct position. Well, am I supposed to make this image down here? Huh? Oh. I have to magnify it a certain way, but that's too big. I think I had it right. Here? And here. Maybe it doesn't need to...
I guess that's wrong.
The 4 lenses all have different magnification strengths, so they must each have a specific position along the rail.
Doesn't that look right, though? Where is it back? Fiberglass one is accurate? I'm intrigued. That's too small. Yeah, why does your TV remote need a charger? That's very strange.
Nope.
You need to magnify different parts. Looks like you might need to
Oh, overlap?
I'll do this later.
I'll do this later.
A new suspect! Don't think you can get out being questioned just because you're a bear.
I'm innocent, I promise.
Save it for the judge.
This face is so sad.
Fifi's got something pinned up here.
What is all this?
Oh, she's trying to solve the mystery too. Those are just math all around. Wait, that's us. Here's us.
Did you notice who isn't on here?
Freya?
Mm-hmm. And Fifi herself.
Here for the judge is so fucking metal.
The stuff Fifi's thrown away.
You gonna rummage through the trash can?
No, that is quite beneath me, thank you.
I give it 5 minutes before you're in there.
Sometimes there's clues in trash.
It's a magnifying glass. A big one.
I don't know
How
what a
come
white
you don't
whale
have one of
is.
those?
Why? Because I'm a detective? Should I start smoking a pipe too?
You couldn't pull off a pipe.
Music room.
Oh, whatever it is, it's playing a little trumpet.
Well, it is the music room. He's gotta practice.
What's with all the broken glass?
Shiny statue of a strange creature holding a large horn. Noticeable crack running along the length of the statue's horn, inside the horn, and on the ground below of various shards of cracked glass. Oh, okay. That makes sense.
Are they paper lanterns?
Whatever they are, I like them. It's like a little parade of floating spirits.
Who plays the violin, I wonder?
It's pretty dusty, so I'm guessing nobody.
I'll talk to this goth chick. Whoa.
Are you a ghost?
Sally! That's rude! Unless she is a ghost.
It may come as a disappointment, but I am alive.
Ah,
That makes you a suspect, I'm afraid.
I know.
what's your name?
My name is Poppy. I'm a pointer. And a pianist.
We'll need to ask you a few questions about Freya.
I know.
Poppy Pointer, the pianist. He's
Hey,
intense, yeah.
You're pretty good.
All in the wrist. And 13 years of dedicated practice.
I've never read Moby Dick either. Head coded. What does that mean? Tell me about yourself.
I'm just me. There's nothing to know.
How are you related to the other pointers?
My father is Percival Pointer. The
No, their
professor.
last name is
Spends
Pointer,
most
yeah.
of his time hidden away in his tower. Barely speaks to anyone these days. Especially not the fellows.
Do you get on with the fellows?
2 of them. Fifi and Freya are my closest friends. We all turned 19 last year.
Do people ever leave Tangle Tower? I don't mean to be rude. It's just, if you're 19...
Wait, I think
You
I know
don't
what
have
you're
to
talking
answer
about,
that,
Rocky.
Poppy.
It's a fair question. I'd like to move away. Definitely. Fifi, Freya, and I would often talk about it, argue about it. Freya wanted to leave, but Fifi... things are more complicated for her.
What about now?
After what happened, I really don't want to stay here much longer.
Her fucking makeup. I am partial to Sally, though. True.
3.5 hours of piano practice. Soon as I wake up. Same
Yeesh.
as always.
3.5. Does that not hurt your hands?
Sure.
And you do this in the music room?
No, I prefer to practice in my room. When I make mistakes, I like to make them in private.
What did you do after that?
I was supposed to meet Fifi in the library, but I totally forgot. When I finally got down there, she'd already gone. I checked her bedroom, but it was locked.
Was Fifi not in there?
No idea. She keeps her door locked either way. So I went back upstairs and out into the moonlight garden.
The what?
The little garden on the roof outside my room.
Was it just you up there?
No. Fitz came outside after a while. His room's on the other side. He's been teaching me about flowers.
So, did you talk to him?
Not really.
You ignored each other.
I didn't say that.
She said she didn't see Fifi?
Fitz and I were up in the moonlight garden most of the afternoon. Then we heard this sound. Lasted about 3 seconds. I've been trying to decide how to describe it, but I'm struggling. It was like something drilling into a piece of metal, but different. Worse. I was pretty sure it was coming from Flora's tower, so we went up there to check. Her door was locked. Nobody was answering. I knew Freya and Flora were both supposed to be in there, so I made Fitz kick down the door. I went inside. Freya was lying on the floor.
Flora was in the room too?
Yeah. I think she realized what had happened at the same moment I did. I didn't know what to do. So I ran downstairs to get Fifi. Her door was still locked, but I knocked and shouted at her. Eventually she let me in. The lights were off, but I could see she'd already been crying. I told her what had happened. She didn't believe me. She got angry. First time I've ever seen her angry. I dragged her out into the hall. My father was there too, for some reason. The 3 of us went back up
Did
to
she not
Flora's
punch
tower.
you? Hold
Then
on.
Felix arrived. He had Penny with him. Fifi had this idea. She wanted to do some kind of scientific test. She took me down to the library. We were in there about 15 minutes. After she was done, she went back upstairs and I went back to my room.
That's it?
That's it.
It's a blank stare.
Poppy's bedroom is unlocked.
I wonder what's in there.
I don't think there's anything else in here, so let's go. She said she got angry, maybe she just didn't mention punch. No, she said she got angry. Oh, look at this.
It's a metronome for keeping time.
It's ticking. Is it a bomb?
It's supposed to be ticking. Not sure what those symbols are, though.
Use the buttons to rotate all 4 metronome dials up to the hoop at the top. Okay. What? Yes, bring him. Uh-oh. Oh, it's these kinds of puzzles. All 4, huh? Whoa! No! Oh my god, I was so close. There we go.
There we go.
Perfect. What happened?
Little hatch unlocked in the back.
Anything in there?
Mm-hmm. It's a photograph. Part of a photograph.
This photo shows a young girl. Blonde hair and pink clothes. The girl in the photo is using a bright pink cassette player with matching headphones. Yeah. Can you put it together? Can you put the photo together? Guess not. They also buy an equally priced fiberglass Hylian shield. Yes.
Sheet music. Presumably for piano.
It's only a few notes. I'd barely even call that music.
Yeah, it's been framed though. Must be important for some reason.
I can't read music. Sheet music has been framed and decorated with delicate, old-fashioned illustration. Here's a rose.
A single red rose. How very traditional.
Yeah, weird.
Anything in the wardrobe?
Dresses mostly. I never realized there are so many shades of black.
You can't read music? What are you, some kind of not nerd? Yes.
There's a name for this kind of piano. You know, these ones that stand upright.
I did sing in choir. I still didn't know how to read music. I just copied what everyone else sounded like.
A big glass door. Leads out into a garden. Somehow.
There's a little mechanism by the handle.
Gotta revoke your nerd card. Oh, boo-hoo. Oh.
Nothing. Still locked.
All 4 tiles have a moon symbol.
Those other symbols look like suns. Surely that's something to do with it?
I think it is, but in an abstract kind of way.
What the hell does that mean? Could be like right next to it or something?
Nope. It's not budging.
Maybe the information we need isn't here.
So where is it?
Somewhere else.
Okay.
I guess we'll come back later.
Anything in the drawers?
Nothing you need to know about. It's an octopus.
No, it's not. It has 6 legs, not 8. Don't say it.
Sextopus.
She's right, she's right. Astronomy test.
You know, I've always wanted one of those.
A mechanical solar
Pussy
system?
joke, no.
What would you do with it?
I would look at it.
I think these look cool.
Wait a minute. Earth in the middle, sun on the outside. How old is this thing?
Wait, why is the sun outside? Rotate the 5 planets, sun, and moon around the middle. Whoa! Okay. And this. Oh! Here. No, wait. Here. Yeah, I'm trying to match the shadows.
Nothing.
So there are 2 ways to move the shadows. Rotate the planets, and rotate the sun and moon.
How tangled are these towers? They're pretty tangled. Hello, King Fox. Ah. I think that's just... None of these should be down. Oh,
That's the one.
there we go.
Hey, not bad. Did you hear that? Something unlocked.
There's a little hatch underneath. What's in there?
A bunch of paper. Looks like somebody's research.
Golden beetle. Various research notes and diagrams. The golden beetle, named for its exoskeleton composed of a mineral approximately 90% identical to gold, has a lifespan of several years. It fends off predators with a loud hiss, records of over 95 decibels, and by being completely undigestible. This mistid has a somewhat spurious reputation for causing ill fortune to those that see it. Maybe she was cursed, that's why she died. You should not? I told him to get it.
A picture frame.
With no picture.
Uh-huh.
It's tidier than my desk. The notebook is untouched. It's completely blank.
So, even the most well-used notebooks start off blank.
I would be tempted to, but also saving money is good. Wait, Coach didn't even tell you how much it was.
Shh, listen. Do you hear them? The
Oh.
stars. They're whispering.
His hair's like a roof.
So quiet, and yet so loud.
What are they whispering about? Are they spreading rumors about us?
I shouldn't think they concern themselves with such insignificance. We are but specks of dust, you and I.
Mm-hmm. Could this speck of dust start by telling me his name?
You find yourself standing in the astronomy tower of one Professor Percival Pointer.
Seems like this tower belongs to the Pointers, and the other one belongs to the Fellows.
Well observed, my dear. Tangle Tower is something of a duality, as it happens. Meaningless boundaries, really. They exist only in our minds.
Helpful.
Right? You cracked the code. 2,000 plus shipping. Oh. But I also have become an old fuddy-duddy. Hey Fox, I just started contributing to my 401k.
Me? Not much to say. Strictly speaking, I'm the current head of the Pointer family. And of course, father to my precious Poppy.
And a professional astronomer?
Oh no, that's just a little hobby. I mean, yes, I've studied the stars for over 35 years, published 17 books.
Just a little hobby.
Sounds like you're quite well known. You must bring in a good amount of money.
Oh dear me, no. My field of research has never yielded any kind of stable financial return, nor would I expect it to. I am nothing but a humble interpreter for the cosmos, working to translate its message so that I may share it with the world.
Cool. Tell the cosmos I say hi.
I can feel the cosmos. You sure you put enough to get the full company match? So they contribute like 3% of their own money. 3% of my salary, but it's their own money to it. Right when I started working. So I'm putting in like 5% or something right now. But still, I don't like seeing my paycheck go down.
The day began as any other, with blissful, unremarkable routine. I took my usual morning walk around the gardens. Fresh air does wonders for the mind.
Did you see anyone else?
Penelope and Fitz were in the greenhouse together. I didn't bother them, of course. I sat for a while besides the pond in the garden. It's a favorite spot of mine. Eventually, I returned to my tower and buried myself in my studies for the afternoon.
Did you use your telescope yesterday?
Once the stars began to appear, naturally.
For how long?
I can't say. I've been known to lose hours at my telescope.
Did you see anything?
No actual discoveries, if that's what you mean.
So you were all alone up in the astronomy tower. Must have been a while before you found out what had happened to Freya.
Quite. Normally, I would be the last to find out about such a thing. But a curious tug of fate led me towards the fellow tower later that evening.
Maybe your company doesn't have match requirements? I think they do, I just don't remember what it is right now. $30 is treat yourself money. $2,000 is, that's like 2 months of rent. A little over 2 months of rent. Statement.
I was at my telescope for the majority of the evening, but at one point I returned to my desk to look something up in a reference book. I couldn't find the book I wanted, so I figured Fiona must have borrowed it. I left my tower and headed down towards the Grand Hall. I spotted Detective Hawkshaw coming out of the library. She looked impatient and slightly frustrated.
Same as ever then?
Quite. I passed her by and went upstairs to Fiona's room. The door was locked, but I could hear shouting coming from inside. I recognized Fiona's voice as well as the voice of my own daughter. I had no desire to invade their privacy by eavesdropping, so I waited for them to finish and come out into the hall. Before I could ask about the book, Poppy grabbed my hand and took me upstairs along with Fiona. It was apparent that both of them had already been crying about something. We went up to Flora's tower. Freya was laying on her back, right in the middle of the room. Flora and Fitz were already there. They both looked stoic as ever. Felix and Penny arrived shortly after we did, and then Fiona went downstairs with Poppy for some reason. I quickly decided that I should leave also. I took Penelope with me, and we both went back to our rooms in Pointer Tower.
Why did you leave so quickly? Wasn't there anything you could have done to help?
Don't take this the wrong way, but the whole ordeal is fellow family business. I'm quite sure they don't need me getting in the way at a time like that.
Huh. Okay. How come they live together?
The bell jar. It's empty.
What do people normally keep in bell jars?
Other than bells, you mean?
Roses? That looks like the glass jar from Beauty and the Beast. I didn't know it's called a bell jar. Aviary. She does have a birdie on her head. Are her arms wings?
My little writing desk. It's kind of cute.
There's nothing written in the book, although someone's torn a page out of the middle. I don't like mirrors. They steal your soul.
How do you get your hair so symmetrical without using a mirror?
I do it by weight. I can feel if one side is heavier than the other.
I guess he's right. I guess it's shaped like a bell. I guess so. You can't just say someone's arms look like wings, I guess.
Check out that butterfly.
Looks evil.
Wow, judgmental.
It does look evil, though. Let's go talk to her.
Oh, just beautiful. What is it?
Huh?
Sort of a delicate jade, but with a little seafoam green, is that right?
Sorry?
Your hair, dear! Which shade do you use? It's lovely! And that shape, you're really pushing the envelope.
Oh, thanks.
Cosplaying as a
to
Rito.
offset Grimoire's beige on brown ensemble.
Detectives don't need to be brightly colored. We prefer to blend into the background.
Oh, you're the detective? Delightful. Penny Pointer, pleasure.
Is that short for Penelope?
Officially, yes, but I never can be bothered with all 4 syllables of it. Penelope.
Penelope.
Sounds a little ostentatious coming out of the mouth, don't you think?
Sure. Yeah.
I love her little bird hat. I can't tell if it's an actual bird or a hat. Penny. Tell me about yourself.
20-something, Aquarius, love to travel, and nearly all of my friends are birds.
Travel? Where to?
Anywhere at all, as long as it has species worth studying. Ornithology, they call it. I call it the only thing I've ever been good at.
And have you studied the birds here at Tangle Tower?
But of course! Where else do you think I developed my love of the field? No matter where I go, I always find myself coming home to Tangle Tower.
Because of the birds.
Oh, no, because of him! Silly to admit, but I suppose I can't bear for us to be apart.
Who are you talking about?
Oh, don't you know? My fiancé, dear Fitz. He's not really the traveling type, you see.
Fitz.
Fiancé.
The very one.
You're engaged to a member of the Fellow family? That's interesting.
I'm not especially interested in whatever tedious feuding goes on between our two families. Fitz and I find it much easier to stay out of it altogether.
Oh, so they're from each family. Sally also not a detective? I don't know. She just seems to be tagging along. I like Penelope, but I very dislike Penny. Penny's a cute name.
I awoke early and headed down into the greenhouse to see Fitz. He's always there. Crack of dawn, every morning like clockwork.
How come?
It's where he's happiest. That and he has a great deal of work to do every day. Watering, pruning, mulching, whatever that is.
Do you help him with the work in the greenhouse?
Oh, no. I wouldn't dream of it. I'd probably break something.
So, you stayed with Fitz the whole day?
No. In the early afternoon, he went back inside. Rather suddenly, as it happens.
Did he say why?
He didn't. Probably just a touch of heat stroke, the poor dear. He's more delicate than you'd think.
What did you do after that?
Let's see. I returned to the aviary to feed my birds.
And how many birds are you responsible for?
Officially 4, but in truth it's more like 400.
Can
Whoa.
they not feed themselves?
Of course. And they often do. But I think they just like the company. As do I.
You seem so sad. The only Penny I can think of is Inspector Gadget's name. Penny. I haven't seen Inspector Gadget in a while.
Sometime in the evening, I left the aviary and headed back towards my room. But in the hall, I spotted Uncle Pointer heading down the stairs. He was muttering something. Seemed a bit upset, the poor dear. I followed him down, but the grand hall was empty by the time I got there. Empty aside from Detective Hawkshaw, who was loitering over by the library. I don't know what it was, but she looked a little lost. I inquired about the professor, and she told me he'd gone up the fellow tower. I ran up the stairs, hoping to catch up with him, but Felix appeared and blocked my path. For some reason, he was coming out of Fitz's bedroom. He looked rather lost, too. I told him I was looking for Uncle. He suggested we look up in Flora's tower room. We could see from the hallway. The door was off its hinges. I knew then something was terribly wrong. A moment later, we were gazing down on the body of poor Freya. Uncle Pointer was there. Fitz, too, standing over in the corner with Fifi and Poppy.
What about Flora?
Of course, silent as ever. Uncle suggested we should leave. Give the others some space, you know. So he and I both returned to our rooms in Pointer Tower.
Is there a detective living in the family? No, I don't think so. I think there was a detective that came before us. And then we got sent.
I'm sure I've read about this creature somewhere. Don't remember anything about him playing the harp, though.
Nate, I didn't realize I could ask him about these things. Shoot.
A fellow bird enthusiast. She's quite the expert, truth be told. Studied them professionally at one point. I think her father taught her.
Are you friends with Flora?
A little bit.
A little bit friends.
She's one for the peace and quiet. I dare say I'm a little too loud for her.
I can see that.
I do admire her, though, really. Always felt like she could have done better than settle for Felix.
Ouch.
I said it.
Damn, alright. I want to meet everyone first.
We can get into Penny's room now.
Now, like, right now?
Let's go. Man, there's so many birds.
It's a birdhouse.
Are those real birds?
Oh,
Nope.
okay.
They're wooden.
They're using up all the perches. What if a real bird wanted to use it?
Plot the positions of the 7 bird. But what's my, like, basis for this? Do you think I mixed the colors? Maybe? Looks like lineage. Yeah, but I'm not sure how that corresponds. You mix the eye.
Nope.
There must be
Huh.
some logic to how the birds are arranged. Something to do with those white lines.
Yeah, switch these.
I got it.
There we go. The eyes, yeah.
I'm impressed. Did the door open? What's in there?
What? Red piece of paper crumbled to a ball. Red flower petals were found inside. Message is angrily scrawled to the paper. Now I'll get her. Excuse me? How'd you figure out the solution? K-Fox helped. The lineage part helped. It's all about the red rose, it looks like. Maybe? Spooky.
That's sunflower.
There's something weird about it.
Yeah, this game is pretty nice. I didn't know it was fully voiced until I tried it out a bit a few days ago.
It just feels out of place.
Brightly colored flower with an unusual shape. It looks very healthy and well looked after. Soil in the pot looks fresh and moist. Also unusual blue color. In order of how tired they look. That's what I thought too.
A little tea set. Looks recently used.
One of the cups has tea in it.
What's in the other one?
Birdseed.
And her friends are all birds.
A little bedtime reading.
Let's see. Romance novels, detective novels, and
What?
this one appears to be both.
Nice.
No king shaming.
Traveling cases.
Empty. All of them. Penny's books. Mostly novels.
I don't think there's anything else here. Stone Square. Oh, here's a detective.
There's a metal plaque on the bench.
Is there a message engraved on it?
I think there was at one point, but someone scratched it off.
Is that a clock?
If it is, it's a clock with 4 faces.
I'm guessing it doesn't tell the time.
So what does it do?
Rotate the dials until all 4 hands are in the correct position. Oh boy. What is the correct position though? Oh, that moves it. Oh, it looks like there's numbers 12. Maybe this is 9 or 6. This is supposed to be... Oh, this is 6. What's this? What number are you? 9? This one's 3. This last one confused. Is this a 9? 3, 6, 9, 12. Gotta go. Alright, thanks for stopping by. Hate these kinds of puzzles.
Nope.
So,
No.
moving any of the hands turns the adjacent hands in the opposite direction. It's like cogs on a machine.
Yeah, I got 3, 6, 12. It's this one. This one I'm not sure about. Wouldn't it be 9? These kinds of puzzles give me conniption. Me too. Or does it have to be like... I'm not sure what number this is supposed to... Oh wait, here.
I guess that's wrong.
Did you work out what direction each hand needs to be facing? Each one ends with a little hoop. Try looking through the hoop and ignoring the rest.
Each one ends a little hoop. What does that mean? I thought here, 9. 3, 6, 9, 12. Yes? Well, maybe the 6 has to be down here. Like an actual clock. 9 should be. I like mash the buttons. Oh, I hate these kinds of puzzles. Sounds require fine movements with the motion controls. Are you talking about the one that where you like roll the ball down a maze or something? That wasn't too hard for me. I get the puzzle, but I don't like it.
Nothing.
It's just 3 on the right, 6 on the bottom, 9 on the left, and 12 on the top. You only need 90-degree angles. That should make it easy.
I know how to do it, but I hate it. Am I thinking too hard? This last one.
I'll do this later.
Doctor.
Whoa, nice cape.
You're not fellows or pointers. I'm sure I shall immediately regret asking. But who are you, and what is your business here?
I'm Sally, and this is my sidekick Grimoire.
A private detective, Grimoire.
Really? You're a detective. If this is a joke, it's not a good one.
Who are you, anyway?
Private Detective Hawkshaw.
Oh, nice. Hawkshaw's a cooler name than Grimoire. Maybe I'll become her sidekick.
You're not on the Freya Fellow case, too, are you?
That is classified information between myself and my client. Clearly, this is something which eludes you. But a real detective refrains from handing out informations to persons unknown.
Oh, right.
Now, if you would, I have work to do.
Right? You're still a suspect.
It's not in my interest to discuss personal details.
Even if you're one of the suspects in a murder?
Very well. Let us make a small exception. Ask.
Oh, what are you doing here?
I'm on a case at the behest of my client.
How long have you been at Tangle Tower?
133 hours. 5.5 days.
Who are you working for?
I am not at liberty to answer that. Now, I shall permit you one more question.
What crime are you...
How'd you get that scar? It's cool.
You really think so?
Yeah, girl.
As it happens, I completed an examination of Flora's room on the morning before the murder. I've been investigating every single room at Tangle Tower. Hers is one of the last on my list.
Did you find anything unusual?
Nothing but a thin layer of dust and an atmosphere of somber melancholy.
Was Flora in there at the time?
She spent the duration of my search staring up at the sky, out the open window. Didn't say a word, although I'm told this is the expected behavior.
What did you do after that?
I spent the early evening searching the library. It took longer than it should have. Fiona leaves that room in a permanent state of disarray.
Fiona was in the library too?
I expected her to make an appearance, but she did not.
And you stayed in the library the rest of the day?
Not quite.
Okay.
Towards the early evening, my examination of the library was unexpectedly disrupted. Sounds of running, wailing, shouting from several floors above. I vacated the library, but before I could begin my ascent, Professor Pointer appeared. He emerged from the Pointer staircase, crossed the hall, and begun up the fellow staircase. Our eyes met. He was breathless. Something had caused him great alarm. He told me to stay out of the way. I consented. I decided to return to my office in the stone square. As I was passing through the front door, Penelope called out from behind me. She was clutching the banister of the Pointer staircase with an apprehensive manner. She wished to know where Professor Pointer had gone. I told her what had transpired. Then, she too crossed the hall and disappeared up the fellow staircase. More so than at any moment prior, I felt like quite an intruder in the house. I took my leave, out towards the stone square. The grounds were silent. There were no signs of human life. Even the greenhouse was without its typical inhabitant. I noted that he, too, must be entangled in whatever was transpiring in Fellow Tower. An unremarkable hour passed before the gardener finally made his appearance. He spoke to me of what had occurred. His report was as clumsy and cumbersome as the man giving it.
Did he seem upset?
He was rattled. That much was clear, but sorrowful, mournful, I cannot say.
Okay. Her office is out here. Where do you sleep?
It's Tangle Tower. Or at least it's the mansion at the base of Tangle Tower.
Greenhouse. Oh god, that scared me.
A little chart of, actually, I have no idea what it's about.
I can't read.
Kinda reminds me of a periodic table.
What do you make of it?
Not a whole lot.
This one's in a little pot.
Okay, that is definitely not edible.
It looks like a gemstone, don't you think?
It looks like a shiny fruit. Potted fruit with a hard gemstone-like skin. The soil in the pot is an unusual blue color.
That's a handsome beetle. Looks like he might have magic powers.
You're saying nothing?
All the flowers here look kind of poisonous.
Can flowers be poisonous?
Anything can be poisonous.
Good to know.
Who did? Check the soil.
Bags of soil.
It's so blue.
Yeah, why is it blue? We're talking.
Sally, don't move. We're being watched.
Yeah, I see him. He's a little too big to hide in the bushes. Is anyone going to say anything? Or shall we just stand around staring at each other?
Right, sorry.
Sorry.
That's better. I'm Sally. And the guy hiding behind me is Detective Grimoire. Who are you?
Fitzfellow, the gardener.
Mm-hmm. And why are you so tall?
I don't know.
Family genes, I guess.
You work here as the gardener.
I don't get paid to do it. It's just my area of interest.
What's the deal with the plants? They're all kinda weird.
Right. Did you see the lake?
That giant green and purple lake surrounding the entire house? Yeah, I clocked it.
The color is just a byproduct.
Of what? Poison?
It's not poisonous. Not to you.
What's this got to do with the plants?
The water controls all life, just like anywhere else on the planet. Clouds form, rain falls. The water grows the plants, animals eat the plants. Anything you've perceived as an irregularity is simply a result of this hydrological cycle.
Could you say that again, but like, condense it as if you were talking to a slightly stupid person?
Our lake water causes the unpredictable alteration of DNA. Sometimes.
Alteration? Like mutation?
That'd be the official term. For us, it's normal. Just nature.
And you're the local expert on all this stuff?
No. I'm just the gardener.
Why would you say no? You seem to know a lot about it.
I was in my greenhouse, watering and weeding.
Sounds exciting.
Was anyone else around?
Not at first. Penelope came in a little later. She likes looking at the flowers, I think.
Did you speak to each other?
A little, not too much. We both left the greenhouse in the early afternoon. I went up to my room. Then I came back outside to weed the main gardens. Didn't see anyone else. After that, I went up to the garden outside my room.
And?
Let me guess. Watering and weeding.
Right.
Did anything happen to you yesterday, Fitz?
Alright, statement time.
I was up in the rooftop garden. It was quiet. And then, it wasn't. I can't describe it. Could have been a scream, but it didn't sound human. We thought it was coming from Flora's tower, so we went up there.
We?
Poppy was with me. Did I not mention that?
No.
Flora's room was locked. That's normal. She usually locks it from the inside. I knocked on the door and shouted. Nobody responded. We became concerned.
You kicked the door down?
I did. Poppy and I went in. Freya was right there, laying on her back. Flora was there too, but I barely noticed her at first. Poppy left the room for a while. When she came back, she had her father with her, and Fifi too. Penelope arrived shortly after that, with Felix in tow. I thought that was odd. You don't normally see the two of them together. Felix took charge. There was nothing else I could do to help. I wanted to go back to my room, but I realized nobody had told Detective Hawkshaw anything. I found her pacing back and forth around the stone square. When I approached her, she snapped at me.
What?
I think she was annoyed about being made to wait outside so long. But when I told her about Freya, she fell silent.
Huh. Okay. It all still tracks.
Fitz's room is unlocked. It's up in the fellow tower.
This could be interesting.
Oh. It's so empty.
That's all the statements.
Let's go over them all.
Later.
Hello.
Not hidden very well, is it?
Doesn't need to be. It's locked. It's a combination lock.
What?
Sort of.
New range. Okay. I guess I'm supposed to find the shapes in this. This is weird. These look similar.
I'll come back later.
An empty glass and an empty plate.
Looking at it is making me want to cry.
Why?
I don't know.
It's a little handmade card. Someone's drawn a heart on the front. Inside it says, "To Fitz, from PP."
That poor plant.
Looks pretty healthy to me.
Healthy, but sad. I think it would rather be outside.
EP. Yep.
It's locked, but it leads outside.
I thought we were halfway up a tower.
We are.
What's that thing by the handle?
Oh, this goes along with the other lock we saw. Take a picture.
Let's come back once we know what to do.
A big glass door leads out into a
There's a
garden.
little mechanism.
See the moon one.
Something happened.
That must be it. And the door's still locked.
I still feel like we made some sort of progress.
Progress. Why you say it?
It's locked, but it leads
I
out.
thought we were.
are.
What's that thing by the handle?
It made a noise.
I guess that was right. Finally, it's open.
Whatever's on the other side better be worth it.
Let's go. Rooftop garden. Oh, it's pretty. Look. You got headphones on.
It's another little statue, doing a really bad job of hiding in the bushes.
He's playing a lute this time.
He's also wearing headphones.
Well, they're not part of the statue. And they're not headphones. They're earmuffs.
Oh. Slightly weathered statue of a strange creature holding a lute. Pair of earmuffs has been placed on the head of this.
It's a rose bush, growing on a little patch of bluish soil.
Be prettier with a stone bridge, true.
Now, apart from a couple of loose petals on one side, the whole thing looks very well cared for.
Loose petals from that message we saw?
The roses are bright red, too.
Now, aren't roses normally that color?
Exactly. Giant stone frog? Love it.
Ah, he's got his tongue out like he's catching snowflakes.
Except those aren't snowflakes. They're feathers.
Feathers are mostly found resting on the tongue of the large stone frog. From the bird? Yes. From the aviary.
That's one big dragonfly.
Or one very small dragon.
More egg statues.
I don't get it. Why eggs?
Well, either they have some special significance, or the sculptor was just really lazy.
What do you mean?
An egg has got to be the easiest shape to make.
Fair. But we've seen a lot of eggs around here.
A little pond.
It looks really, really deep for some reason. See those metal bars around the edges too?
Yeah, there's metal bars. I just noticed that.
Oh yeah. What are you supposed they're for?
Nothing anymore. Looks like somebody broke them and then never bothered to fix it.
Maybe there's something down there. Okay, I think we can look at all their statements.
That's all the statements collected. Let's run through them all to see if anything doesn't add up.
To see if anyone's been lying.
That too.
Fitz and I were up in the moonlight garden most of the afternoon. Then we heard this sound. Lasted about 3 seconds.
We thought it was coming from Flora's tower, so we went up there.
Her door was locked. Nobody was answering. So I made Fitz kick down the door.
Poppy and I went in. Freya was right there, laying on her back.
I left my tower and headed down towards the Grand Hall.
But
So we're doing
in
it
the hall,
in
I spotted Uncle Pointer heading down
order.
the stairs. I vacated the library, but before I could begin my ascent, Professor Pointer appeared.
I didn't know what to do. So I ran downstairs to get Fifi.
I heard someone heading down the stairs, just outside my room.
Someone began banging on the door. I ignored it until the someone began shouting at me.
Eventually, she let me in.
I spotted Detective Hawkshaw coming out of the library.
He emerged from the Pointer staircase, crossed the hall, and begun up the fellow staircase. As I was passing through the front door, Penelope called out from behind me. I inquired about the professor, and she told me he'd gone up the fellow tower.
I told her what had happened. She didn't believe me. She got angry.
I thought she was playing a trick on me, so I punched her in the face.
I recognized Fiona's voice as well as the voice of my own daughter.
We left the room, and Poppy's father was waiting outside. He followed us upstairs.
I ran up the
I
stairs,
think the other
hoping
detective's
to
a
catch up
cutie.
with him, but Felix appeared and blocked my path.
Back in the hallway, I bumped into a very concerned-looking Penelope. She was heading up Fellow Tower to find Professor Pointer, so I escorted her.
Poppy left the room for a while. When she came back, she had her father with her, and Fifi too.
Felix and Penny arrived shortly after we did.
A moment later, we were gazing down on the body of poor Freya.
Then I took a sample of the red paint on the unfinished painting.
She took me down to the library. We were in there about 15 minutes.
I quickly decided that I should leave also. I took Penelope with me, and we both went back to our rooms in Pointer Tower.
I wanted to go back to my room, but I realized nobody had told Detective Hawkshaw anything.
Yeah, Hawkshaw.
An unremarkable hour passed before the gardener finally made his appearance.
I think she was annoyed about being made to wait outside so long. But when I told her about Freya, she fell silent.
That's disappointing.
What is?
All the statements line up with each other.
Yeah.
They don't just line up. Some of them even seem to specifically confirm each other. That's all the statements collected. Let's run through them all.
To see if anyone's been lying.
Okay. Well, I'll have water. Just a little bit of water. A couple of hours. It's fun. Intriguing. They're all their statements match up. Maybe they're all in it. You can ask people about each other and everyone else. Did I just hear citrus fruits? Yeah. He went to get me water. Foxshaw's hot. I think the gardener looks cute. I'll double check it. I don't think there's anything else in it.
It's a
It's small for a bandstand.
It's a one-man bandstand.
I'm still not sure about this thing.
Should we take another look?
I was thinking the gardener would be cute if you were real. If you were real? You don't think it's cute here? Trying to make sure I didn't miss anything. Oh, here's a letter.
Is that an envelope?
It's been opened, but the letter's still in there. Let's read it.
Little Caesars isn't like $5 a pizza anymore. Is it not? How much is it now?
Isn't that an invasion of someone's privacy?
No, definitely.
Envelope has been ripped open. There's a single piece of paper inside. Combination is drawn on the other sheet. Once you have it memorized, destroy it. I do not agree with your reasons. You will not find it down there. Combination. With a statue?
A path leading towards the stone square.
That was their thing, yeah. The $5 hot and red.
Oh.
What?
Oh.
Oh yeah, Tangle
Tower.
Little bird feeders.
How do you know they're for birds?
Fair. I didn't miss anything else. Talk to detective. See what's up. This look, it looks like a dragon with missing
It's a
a head.
sea serpent. Turned into stone by a wizard.
Ah, if you say so. What happened to its head?
Beheaded. By the same wizard.
Actually, I want to mess with this
Is that
again.
a
If
clock?
it is.
I'm gonna have to use hinties if I don't get it though. This is Wait,
Nope.
what?
So, moving any of the hands turns the adjacent like cogs on a machine.
Wait. 3, 6, 12, 9. Isn't this right? Or did I switch these two? Is this supposed to be a 9? Yeah, I'm confused. But this, maybe this is supposed to be a 6. This is a 9. Oh god. The moon one looks like it should be a 6. Why didn't you say that earlier? I'm saying it now. Dang it. We're all right set up. We have now. Wait.
That's the one.
There we go.
Hey, not bad.
Yeah.
What's in the box?
A little tool thing? Looks like a telescope. But I'm not actually sure what it is.
Did it. Small brass tool with a curved glass lens. It has a screw at the base. Now I kind of want to do all the rest of the puzzles, because what if they have clues? I can't remember which is where. Was there one here?
This one has a big P.
Big P.
That's probably important.
How very perceptive of you.
Deceptive.
A big letter F.
Of course. Who doesn't hang a giant banner of their initial in the lobby of their mansion?
There.
A door.
Oh, what's behind it?
A room.
I don't think there's anything here.
We should try and be finished before it gets dark. No pressure.
Can you get me Mario Kart? Maybe. We did the puzzle here. There wasn't one here, I don't think. There wasn't one there. There's one here. With the lock and all that. I'm gonna double check all the rooms.
And it's home to 3 especially fancy birds.
Oops, didn't mean to skip. 3 brightly colored birds in a heavy ornate. I miss being surrounded by 4 cats all the time. Wah.
Bird diagrams. Hand painted.
They're beautiful. Someone really knows their stuff.
A rather magnificent bush. Somewhat cruelly confined to a stone pot.
There's a letter P carved into the side.
You got your own cats? How nice. I don't think there's anything in here.
Sheet music. It's handwritten.
That's a lot of notes. Looks pretty difficult.
Probably why they're on the floor.
Cat percent will be cut in half.
1 old wooden bookcase.
Yep.
Cave Fox, no.
25 dry old books.
Mm-hmm.
4 lit candles.
Yeah.
Am I the only one seeing the problem?
Yeah, you shouldn't put candles near flammable things.
Alright, you got your wish.
Spooky murder mansion?
Spooky murder mansion. There's a faded mural on the wall.
When I was a kid, I never knew the difference between a mural and a mosaic.
Mural, isn't that just a painting on the wall? And mosaic is like a bunch of little shapes forming a painting? Is that the difference?
You still don't know, do you?
No.
It's okay. I don't think I know either.
It's a globe.
For globing.
Globing.
There's a faded mural.
When I was a kid,
You still don't know.
No.
I think that's it here. We're arriving just in time for the move. Ooh, take picture. We did the one here. The birds. This one we did the door lock. Yeah, we did this.
We already solved it.
There's nothing else in here. Not brave enough for those kinds of friends? No? We did the sundial thingy. Here, I don't think there was a puzzle here.
Oh good. A bridge. I'm glad to know there's a way to get across that tiny pond.
Not all bridges are about getting across stuff.
No? Interesting. We did the puzzle here. This one I couldn't figure out. It's the map one.
Nice. A real treasure chest.
How do you know this?
Why else would it be? Plus, there's a treasure map hanging directly above it.
Yeah, I gotta find the padlock. Private upper level garden sounds dreamy. I know. I have to look at this map. These two I get, but I don't understand why I need to know the directional point. And it's supposed to correspond with this picture. I took a picture of it. Oops, my camera was still on. The picture, it looks like the sea dragon's closer than the green mountain. And then the tree is super far away. But maybe I'm looking at this wrong. Maybe, okay, here. Maybe it's this one. This one. Because if you look out there, far away, this is closer, this is close. This would be H6. But it's the directional things I'm not sure of. Maybe facing? I'm facing west. So H6 west.
I did it. What do I win?
I did it! A sunroom. Oh.
Not bad.
My family had a sunroom in our old house before I left for college. It was always super hot in there.
What was in the box?
More wooden models. These are a little different to the one on the desk.
These all have scratches. Small resembling a child with green hair. A mall resembling a woman with gray hair. A mall resembling a red and white bird. A mall resembling a broad-shouldered man. When malls have been hand-painted, the paint is not skillfully applied. A pot of red paint and a brush is laying nearby. The brush has some dried red paint on it. That's all the stuff I need. It did do it. This one we figured out the puzzle. Here... I don't remember if there was a puzzle. Oh, you know what? I
It looks like a
remember.
microscope.
Can I touch it?
This damn key thing. Which I still don't understand. I know I'm supposed to make it look like this. But... confusion. Wait, I did it.
That's the one.
Hey, not bad.
I just needed a minute away.
Sounds like it unlocked.
Yeah, it's built on top of a little metal box. There's a book in here.
Secret diary. A well-used book resembling a diary is locked with a strange metal device. This looks like a lock. Is there one in this room? I don't remember. You know, we could look at
Is
this.
that a snow globe?
Of sorts.
Guess the strangeness about it, it's on a diary. I mean, log diaries are a thing. I've never seen one with like a padlock type.
Hey, look at that. It's a model of Tangle Tower. There's the lake and those weird mountains. What are you thinking?
That would make an amazing souvenir.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like I can do anything. Tangle Tower. So, the only other thing I can think of is this locked chest. Which I still don't
Hello.
understand.
Not hidden very well, is it?
Doesn't need to be. It's locked.
Rearrange V's favor to find a combination. I know if I put some of these together, I see a shape or two. I guess I just have to find it or something. Like this. You can't rotate. No, I can't rotate the feet. I think it's this. And there's this. Guess which is that. And then I just need to find one for this.
That's done it.
Oh, cool.
Neat.
These aren't hard. I just need brain
Anything in there?
juice.
Yeah, it's wrapped in a cloth. Hold on. Huh, that's kind of ominous.
Ornate trowel. Metal gardening trowel with a decorative pattern. Has a decorative pattern engraved on it in letters on either side of a heart. PP loves F. Hey, I think that's everything though. Time to question people. Let's question him.
Quite the stoic statue, isn't she? I can only dream of being as cold and indifferent as Flora Fellow.
You think she's hiding something?
Perhaps. She has some strange habits. I heard she barely sleeps. An hour here or there, sporadically.
Jesus.
Spends the rest of her time staring up at the sky.
Why? Maybe she's an alien. Tell me about yourself.
314 cases solved. 314.
Wow. How many cases have you solved, Grimoire? Just realized True Colors was released? Yeah. I didn't buy it yet. I'll wait a bit.
Professor Pointer's a respectable astronomer. Keeps himself to himself. What?
We're just surprised.
That was the most polite you've been about anyone.
Okay. Felix.
Did you get anything useful out of him?
Not sure. What about you?
Nothing worth committing to paper.
I think he knows more than he lets on.
Probably. But talking with him is so tedious.
Is it?
Freya Fellow is of great interest to me. I perceived her to be the most intelligent individual here at Tangle Tower. Within a day, she had identified for whom I was working and for what I was searching. I didn't know how she did it. I was impressed. I regret that I did not question her more thoroughly when I had the opportunity.
You couldn't have known she was about to be killed, though.
Fair.
I have only myself to blame for failing to perceive the signs.
What signs?
I do not wish to do your job for you, Detective.
She was killed because she was really smart or something. I don't know. Others had to avoid streams. Yeah.
I find her rather embarrassing. Little more than a spoilt child.
Penny must be at
Penny.
least 25.
27. Just makes it worse.
He's just young at heart.
Considerably intelligent, and her powers of observation are enviable. But she has no ambition. No focus.
In her defense, she's still a teenager.
Barely.
Yeah, Fifi, Poppy, and Freya turned 19 or something. Last year.
I'll say this. He's well suited to physical labor.
That's a nice way to put it.
Fitz spends most of his time alone in the greenhouse. But I heard he's been breeding experimental flowers. In secret.
Whoa, scandal.
I just wonder if he's getting restless.
Foxtrot's kind of rude. And I guess she's just doing her job.
Poppy has remarkable musical talent. She could be famous, wealthy even, if she wanted to.
She'd probably have to leave Tangle Tower first.
Quite.
Everyone. Now all this shit right here.
Tangle Tower. No idea why they insist on calling it that. It's not even a tower. It's little more than a pair of turrets stuck on either side of a mansion.
Have you searched the whole place?
I believe so. Why?
He wants to know if you found any secret rooms.
I'm afraid the residents of Tangle Tower are far too ordinary for anything like that. I was disappointed
You think
too.
so? Nah, there's gotta be secret rooms.
You truly consider this a case file?
What's wrong with it?
No organization, no system.
That's my style. I like seeing everything laid out at once. Yeah, it helps me think.
How quaint. This is a potential murder weapon, is it not?
I don't know. I don't think the murderer would leave the murder weapon just lying around.
I think you'd be surprised as to what people leave lying around.
Yeah, it does look sharp. Could be used to stab someone. It's in a locked box.
Diary. Have you read it?
Not yet. It's locked.
And you haven't attempted to force it open?
That would be cheating.
I never tried opening it.
These figurines remind me of a case I once solved involving a possessed doll. Turned out to be a bit of a smokescreen, as these things often do.
Your life sounds fun. Grimoire, why don't we ever have fun adventures like that?
Are we not having a fun adventure right at this very moment?
Yeah, Grimoire.
3 birds, 1 cage. What makes them worth keeping cooped up, I wonder? Would they not be happier flying free?
But then they might fly away from Tangle Tower entirely.
I wonder if they would.
Interesting.
Where'd you dig that up?
It wasn't buried. It was underwater.
Someone trying to conceal evidence, perhaps?
Yeah. How come you didn't find it?
Have you deciphered the meaning of those 4 symbols on the harp?
We're working on it.
That's a no, then.
Portrait.
Makes quite an impression, doesn't it? Although I can't imagine why she painted Flora wielding a knife.
You didn't see a knife anywhere in Flora's room, did you?
I did not. I conclude whatever stabbed Freya must have been brought into the room from outside. Unless, of course, it was the painting itself.
Surely you don't believe in that kind of thing.
A detective's job is to examine every avenue of thinking.
And Grimoire even said the painting did it.
A somewhat cumbersome device, and an altogether inefficient way to listen to music.
What kind of music do you like, Hawkshaw?
I like anything.
What a cop-out.
Who's that pause? Is Hawkshaw a murderer? I don't know. I need to know why she's here.
I believe that was in Flora's room yesterday, but it was not cracked when I saw it last. The paint is still wet.
Yeah, well, we know Freya was in the middle of painting when she was killed.
Do you know that? How? Because you were told?
Fair. That's fair. But I guess the placement of her body was a bit weird.
Paints?
Yep.
Paints.
Mm-hmm.
But had nothing to say. Alright.
You got it open. I'm impressed. I managed it myself yesterday. I thought Flora might be hiding something in there.
It was empty yesterday, too.
It was. Perhaps it's always been empty.
Nah, there's gotta be something in here. Why else would the paint still be wet if she wasn't killed while painting? Maybe someone made it look that way. They could've just put paint on it.
I'd tell him not to quit his day job. But he hasn't got one, has he?
Rude.
I admit, it's powerful. Freya was a talented young woman.
Someone even liked it enough to take a photo of it.
Now, we don't know why they took the photograph, do we? Perhaps
No.
they just wanted it for reference. A photograph of Freya could be important.
Why can't I put these together? You think that's, this is a... goth girl? It looks very different, though.
When did Freya draw the picture of you, Hawkshaw?
I didn't model for her, if that's what you're asking. She must have done it without my permission.
Could just be from memory. It's not quite as detailed as the others anyway.
Is that ripped off part not the victim? No, she said it was Fifi and Freya. I'm guessing Freya's the one with the blonde hair. I don't know.
A book from the library. One of hundreds, no doubt. What makes this one special?
It's about birds.
Yes, I see that.
It's on a specific page, though.
Some breed of amphibious humanoid. Potentially bipedal. Although none of the statues show the creature's feet.
I guess we'll never know.
Who's that?
Not sure. It doesn't really look like anyone we've met so far.
Strange.
I think it's goth girl. I don't know why she'd wear different clothes though.
Is that a clue?
Dunno. It was important enough to be framed, though.
I framed my law degree, doesn't make it a clue.
Same? Yeah?
I haven't framed my degree yet, actually. I think it's at my parents' house somewhere. Just sitting around.
Where did you find this?
Do you have any theories about where this might have been?
Or who might have had it.
I have several theories, but they are my theories, and I'm not going to share them.
We're on the same team.
These people really are ridiculous, aren't they?
Hawkshaw, bitch.
You consider that important evidence, do you?
I just like asking questions.
The people here are surprisingly materialistic, considering how sheltered they are.
Materialistic?
Growing this fruit simply because it produces a gemstone-like material. For what possible purpose, other than financial gain?
You're speculating.
What would you do, Grimoire, if you could grow valuable stone straight from the earth?
What if they just like to look at it? It's pretty to look at.
One of 3 statues depicting the same creature. This one is wearing headphones. Perhaps they belong to someone who likes music.
They're not headphones. They're earmuffs. For blocking out sound.
Perhaps they belong to someone who doesn't like music.
You said there's 3. I only found 2. Oh wait, I think this is the other one.
Do you also have a pile of leaves as a clue?
Oh, not yet. Did you see some suspicious leaves?
Conveniently left anonymous. It's useless until you can prove to whom it concerns. Can you do that?
No.
No.
Seems very much like they don't know what they're talking about, I think. I need to know why she's here. We don't know that still.
This belongs to you, Hawkshaw?
Correct.
And...
Oh.
What is it?
It's my handheld microscope for up-close investigation work.
What do you magnify with it?
Trace particles, dust, oils, clothing fibers.
Have you used it here at Tangle Tower?
I have. I used it to examine the greenhouse only 2 days ago.
What were you looking for?
That is between myself and my client.
That's everything. Bet the rest of my skills that they're the killer. Too convenient, just someone outside.
It's glass, but I can't see through it.
Total oxymoron.
I am not.
Oh, honey.
I like Flora. I hope she's all right.
Do you think she had anything to do with the murder?
There's no way. She wouldn't willingly cause any additional suffering for anyone.
Why?
She questioned me.
About what?
My work, the plants, bit of everything.
Did she search the greenhouse?
No, she didn't.
You sure? Maybe she did it when you weren't in there.
No, she hasn't touched it.
How can you tell?
Trust me, I can tell.
Oh, so she was lying when she said that she was searching the greenhouse.
I imagine you don't visit the astronomy tower too often, do you?
No, but I still see Pointer, sometimes. He's always curious about what I'm growing in the greenhouse.
This is handsome,
Asks
I
me about the
know.
birds, too, and insects.
And he gardens?
He's pretty clued up on his evolutionary biology.
I didn't think there was much overlap between astronomy and biology.
I didn't think there would be either.
Felix is a contradiction. His loyalties are placed firmly within the realm of materialism, money, property. But his ego relies on an entirely fraudulent self-image, don't you think?
I was just about to say the same thing.
What? Why would he say that? Y'all have beef?
She was always kind to me. She'd come into the greenhouse when I was working, sometimes by herself, sometimes with Poppy. I think they were just bored at first. Eventually, they started asking questions.
About what?
Poppy wanted to learn about flowers. Freya, she used to ask me about the insects.
Insects?
One of my jobs is to protect plants from things that might eat them. Freya brought me this little glass box, leaves and twigs inside. She'd say, put all the troublemakers in there. Every day I'd put a handful of beetles and other things in the box. Then she'd come along and take it away. I didn't really understand her, but she was always kind.
That was what the box was for in her room. Bugs?
Penelope is my fiancée.
Don't take this the wrong way, but Penny doesn't really strike me as your type.
She's not who she pretends to be. People think she's... well, they make assumptions.
And how's the relationship doing recently?
Good. It's good.
Mm-hmm. Good, huh? Allie's so hot.
Fifi doesn't like me.
What did you do?
I'm not sure. If you find out, maybe you can let me know.
Okay.
Have you met this guy, Fitz? Shifty eyes, doesn't say a lot. Totally suspicious, if you ask me.
That's me.
Yeah, it was a joke. I was joking.
Oh, I see.
Oh.
Poppy and I are friends.
Oh, I can buy that. Dark clothes,
No.
blue hair, an average of 3 words per sentence. Oh, you're like 2 peas in a pod.
She's very kind, and she has an interest in plants. Unusual flowers, mostly. I've been teaching her.
Right.
Is something wrong?
Are those icons next to their portraits? I guess, the first one is, like, their statement. Like, what they did that day. Second one is, I guess I need to press them for certain things. Because they're not telling me everything. Probably this. I didn't realize it was gonna be that loud.
Nice painting. Gives you a pretty good idea of the layout.
The lake looks like it forms a perfect circle around the island.
It might seem strange to you, but nature is quite capable of producing perfectly geometric forms.
And those
True.
mountain cliff things around the outside?
We don't know much about them. They're unscalable. Not even Freya could have gone up there.
What's that?
This painting, it's speculative. There are no photographs from this angle as far as I know.
So Freya just made it up.
Let's call it an informed estimation.
Yeah, so where would this angle be from? Can the troll get a reaction? Yeah, let's do that first.
This is yours, Fitz?
Yeah,
Do you use it?
I keep all my tools in the greenhouse.
That wasn't what she asked.
Man, you didn't even say anything else?
Looks like someone doesn't want you to read that book.
That's the main thing making me want to read it.
Who gave you that information?
Well...
We don't actually know who it was. We were contacted anonymously.
I see. And what happens if the person who contacted you turns out to be the murderer?
I never thought about that.
Honestly, that would be kind of fun. Like a twist, you know?
Is this foreshadowing? Wait, so we don't even know who called us here in the first place?
That looks like it might belong to Poppy.
Ask Poppy about that.
It's of no interest to me, but I overheard Poppy and Freya talking about it once.
What were they saying?
They were arguing about something, but I can't remember the details.
Guess we'll ask her about it.
What do you think that is in Flora's hand?
I don't know. It does look like a knife, but Flora wasn't holding anything at all when I saw her, after the murder. But there's something bothering me. Something else.
What?
When we went into Flora's room, she wasn't standing in this position.
Well, she probably would have moved around a little bit by then.
She wasn't standing at all. She was kneeling on the floor.
Huh. Okay. We didn't hear any of that from anyone.
That belongs to Poppy.
So why is it up in Flora's tower?
I'm not sure. That looks like it might belong to Poppy.
Okay, the tapes are Poppy's, it looks like.
There's something off about this.
What is it?
Why don't you take another look at Flora's room?
You think we missed a clue up there?
Not exactly.
Something off about this. Well, now I want to go look. I think I will. One's Flora's room again. This one. No, that's Freya's. Oh, black in a minute. Red, yellow, blue, black, and white.
Freya's painting supplies.
Okay. I don't see anything else. Let's finish questioning him. Ew.
Paints are different to flowers.
I'd say so, yeah.
At any time, flowers can bloom with perfect, faultless colors. Red, blue, white. With paint, once you've tainted a color by mixing it with others, not even the most skilled painter can return it to its pure form.
Fair. So are you saying there's a bunch of browns and stuff? Did someone mix colors accidentally?
It's an egg with feet.
It was locked, but we opened it. But it was empty.
Fun story.
Okay.
Felix made that? Huh. Freya's best work, in my opinion. Although, the photo doesn't carry the same energy as the real thing.
What do you think it's a painting of?
What do you mean?
Like, what's the subject matter? What's that big red thing?
Oh, I don't think it's that kind of painting. It's Fifi and Freya.
Don't you think Poppy should be in the photo too?
Maybe, maybe not. She doesn't really like crowds.
2 people isn't a crowd.
Right, but if she was in the photo, then it'd be 3.
Checkmate.
3's a crowd.
Fitz, one of these drawings is of you, in the rooftop garden, I think, with Poppy.
Mm-hmm. Are we done?
You got something to say about that?
Penelope
Suspicious.
knows about birds. You should ask her instead.
Actually, I wanted to ask you about something. There's a plant mentioned on this page, see? Do you have any? In the greenhouse?
No, I don't grow that anymore. I've tried, in the past. It's incredibly difficult, even for me. I could never get it to live more than a couple of weeks.
Okay.
What's with the broken glass?
I'm asking you.
Any idea who this is?
No idea. Poppy's piano music. I remember when she started learning. She's improved a lot since then.
Yeah, that's generally how it works.
Right. Of course. I've seen beetles with brightly colored shells, metallic shells even. They're relatively common, especially around here. There's a difference between that and actual gold.
It can't be actual gold. Gold is just inside the earth or whatever. You can't make it. That's called alchemy. It was a whole thing.
Got told by another soldier. Ugh.
Those petals, they,
What?
they're red.
Uh-huh. You do plants. Tell me what the petals are from. I made toast, so I'm not a toaster.
A flower.
Yeah, it's a flower. We found it in Penny's room.
Okay.
Mean anything to you?
Why would it?
Come on.
I don't really go into Penny's room or anywhere in Pointer Tower. I just don't have a reason to.
Not even for your fiancé or whatever?
This is a good example of how things work. I mix that soil here in the greenhouse. It's made with water from the lake.
And it makes the fruit grow all shiny and gem-stony.
Sometimes. You never really know what's going to happen.
And what do you do with this shiny and edible fruit?
You look at it.
Oh, wait, is he telling us he sells it or something?
Wait, those are mine, the earmuffs. They went missing about a week ago.
What do you need earmuffs for?
I use them for gardening sometimes.
Why? You don't own a chainsaw, do you?
No. I wear them while I'm gardening, and it stops people from trying to talk to me.
That's genius.
Just use headphones, they're the same thing.
We found these up in the rooftop garden. Do you know how long they've been there?
No, it could have been a long time. We don't ever really clear up the rooftop garden.
Why not?
Nature is unruly. In truth, it prefers to be left alone.
There.
How odd.
That's all you're gonna say?
You ever seen this before, Fitz?
No, but I don't normally go into Fifi's room.
That's not where we found it.
Oh, I just thought it looks like it belongs to her.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Penelope's 3 favorite birds. She's very protective over them.
Are they, like, her pets? Do they have names?
Oh, they have names. Penelope loves to name things.
Do you remember what she named them?
I do not.
Mm-hmm.
That's quite sweet, really.
Nothing else, huh? I wanna ask her about...
This belongs to you, Hawkshaw?
Correct.
And, what is it?
It's my handheld microscope.
What do you magnify with it?
Trace particles.
Have you used it here at
I
Tangle?
have. I used it to examine the greenhouse.
How can
only
I
2
be
days
like,
ago.
no, you didn't do that?
What were you looking for?
That is between myself and my client.
Eh. What's under here? We did a lot today. Thank you guys for coming. I'll probably play this for a little bit longer till we finish it. We'll do Saturday maybe? Saturday morning? Yeah. Have a good evening, y'all.